welcome to KROSS BARZ, the podcast where we discuss interesting topics from alternative perspective. I'm your co-host Big O. Have with me.
Hey, Tanae's back in the building one more time with Mr. Hakim Green, the teacher, the MC, half of the rap duo channel live, the New Jersey's finest, and one of the guys that still sparks mad ism. Give it up, give it up, give it up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So first thing I wanted to ask, brother, are you waking and baking? And ladies and gentlemen, he held up an ounce. Okay. So we know that there's no school district is hiring this young man.
That's right. Wake up in the morning with the yearning for herb.
In the morning with the yearning for herb. Oh,
that line is going to forever be a classic line, forever and ever.
In the morning with the morning herb. Oh, yes.
It's so real. It's so real. You know, you wake up. You know, drink some water, say your prayers. You know what I mean? Say your morning prayers and, you know, roll those something up. You know what I mean?
Goodness.
He got the foundational in, the H2O and the prayers. And then after that, everything goes.
Okay.
Exactly.
So listen, with everything he's saying, I'm just waiting for him to say libations. That's all I'm waiting for. Libations.
Exactly.
You know, like, oh.
Hey, I just want to say this real quick. You two do share something in common because I know you were a former teacher and Big O. He's a teacher right now. He's a teacher. So give it up, give it up.
Way back in the day, I was a junior high school teacher.
Oh, so you had no sense too. So you was with the seventh graders?
Exactly. That age when you trying to figure it all out and it's just off the charts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Seventh grade, I always say seventh graders are the craziest people on earth. So thank God I teach eighth. You know what I mean? Like I taught seventh for like 5 years. I was like, ooh, they was different. I said, you know, but yeah, eighth high school. I dug high school, but it's like they can't find middle school teachers, so they be like, "You willing?" Like, no,
look,
I want to stay at the high school. Yeah, they were like, "Nah, go down there." Like,
you need strong black men in there. It's discipline, you know, it's reinforcement. You know, big shout out to all the sisters out there, these school systems. You know, doing a great job, but definitely we need more men involved in the educational process.
Absolutely. Indeed. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. We about to jump into something. She just threw that right in there, that dart in there. Okay. What made you stop, brother?
I got a record deal.
Yo, you was a teacher before the record?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I was a school teacher from 1990 to 94. That's actually what led me to KRS-One was education. I started an after school program with some friends of mine called Act Now, African Children of Tomorrow Now, trying to, expose the youngins to African history and Afrocentric thinking. This is early, 89, 90. And part of this program, we were taking the young folks to go see great scholars like Dr. Yusuf Ben Yakinen and Dr. John Henrik Clark, Ivan Van Sertima. This is when KRS had Human Education Against Lies. So he was doing a lecture tour. Ramapo, we went to go see him. Of course, I had something to say. William Patterson College, he had a lecture there. We took the kids up to go see him. I had something to say. So he gets to Montclair State, which myself and Tuffy, the other half of Channel Live, we were attending. And the whole day, people are coming up to me like, yo, your boy's coming on campus. I know you're going to the lecture. I know you're going to the lecture. I know you're going to the lecture. Of course I'm going to the lecture. Absolutely. So I get to the lecture, it's like I make sure I stand all the way in the back because I didn't want to be too big of a stand in that moment, a KRS-One stand. So I go in the back, the place is packed, 300-400 people sitting in there. KRS comes in, spots me in the back, hits me with the, Hakim, I've been looking for you. The whole crowd, you hear the murmurs. Yo, he knows Hakim. Yo, Hakim, he yelled at you. Yo, Hakim. So he's like, yo, after the lecture, come backstage. I want to ask you something. I want to invite you somewhere. Yeah. So after the lecture, I go backstage and he's like, listen, we're doing this lecture tour with Leonard Jeffries, Human Education Against Lies. And I would love for you to open up.
Okay.
If you're a school teacher, you could talk about the educational process behind enemy lines and give us the lowdown, like what's going on with our children. So I opened up a couple lectures. This is before there was a Channel Live. Before we were doing music, but he didn't know it. We were signed to another production company who would release us. And then I got KRS-One the demo. And months later, he hit me back on my mother's phone, hanging on the wall with the cord on it.
The old school, yeah. The one long cord.
Oh, it was in the kitchen, right?
Exactly, the dining room kitchen. So I pick up the phone and I hear, "Man, I speak to Hakim Green." Speaking. This is KRS-One. I'm sitting here at D&D Studios, putting together some tracks. I want to know if you and your partner Tuffy like to come through. And man, we was there. We was there. And that's started the music relationship between what would be Channel Live and KRS-One.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So why did I leave teaching? Yeah. So in '94, that's the year we got the deal. There was a storm during the Christmas break where the ceiling kind of collapsed and had to be retard. So they instead of moving us, the kids and the staff, to another building, they kept us in that building. So they had to retard the roof. They had these CO2 machines. Excuse me. They had these tar machines blowing carbon dioxide in the window.
Man.
This is in the dead of winter. They ripped up the carpet. So you had carpet fibers in the air. You wanted to open up the window, but you couldn't open up the window because the tar machine was blowing in. So it was this big staff meeting. And I raised my hand to speak out about the conditions. And the superintendent of the school said, "Listen, if you don't want to be here, you can leave." He had no idea. I just signed a record deal for $250,000 2 weeks prior. I put in my notice right then and there. I'm out.
Bars.
Wow.
Bars. That's crazy.
So that's how I left teaching. That's why I left teaching, how I left teaching. But I never really left teaching.
Yeah,
we'll get to all that.
We get to that.
Absolutely,
man, that sucks. Because during that time period, it's kind of weird that you said, because I came out of high school in '93. And so we I was in college partying to you, big time. KRS came down to my college. Let me get my alma mater.
Where'd you go to school? Where'd you go to school?
North Carolina A&T State University.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, so we went down there and we partied into that. But during that time, it was, as I like to say, that was the best years of hip hop. Some people say 92 to 96, say 4 year period. I'll be like, I go to 94 to 98 because I like the beginning of the DMX and Jay-Z ascension.
He said no. I think he begs to differ. 94.
The best era of hip hop
is
86 to 1990.
No, sir.
Oh. Hey,
that was listen. That's an honorable mention.
When all there was Black Power.
That
was like it was like.
Look, go ahead.
LL, Rakim.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
DMC,
Coogee Rap. Keep on going.
Public Enemy, X-Clan.
Yes.
Slick Rick, Coogee Rap, Juice Crew.
Oh man, Slick Rick.
Kane.
You right.
Oh, my turn, right? My turn, right?
All right, okay.
Wu-Tang, you had Nas, you had Mobb Deep, you had KRS-One still, you had Dr. Dre, you had Snoop, you had Ice Cube.
But let me put it to you this way, right? When you look at Rakim, Chris, Kane, Slick Rick, Coogee Rap, we're gonna throw in Chuck D. Right?
Throwing Chuck D.
Oh my.
Every rapper after them have been a version of them or a combination of them.
Okay. Now I'm gonna give you the version, because what happens is sometimes, like you'll have Dr. J and then you'll have Michael Jordan. Then you have Michael Jordan and then you have LeBron and Kobe. And sometimes you might have LeBron and Kobe and don't realize that they grandsons of Dr. J, but you also know, that's LeBron and Kobe. So I'm going to give you the versions of what you just said, because like look, Big O does this. So we'll go with Nas, Jay-Z, DMX, Slick Rick, everybody in the Wu except you, God. He cool, but I don't think he at the lyrical bars the other ones. And listen. I ain't know this.
I give you God his props, yo.
No. Look, I'm giving a nod, but I can't put him in the because Ray, Ghost, Meth, and Jizza, they different. Okay, but I put all the Meth, Naughty by Nature, and then I would like to say DMX is no version of anyone that you said, because he's his own entity. DMX, I can give you like a couple of them. You know, like Nas is a version of Rakim. Jay-Z is a version of Big Daddy Kane. I think
NWA's Public Enemy.
Yeah, NWA Public Enemy. I go with that.
Yeah.
But you know, Wu-Tang, Redman, Snoop, they kind of their own entity. They
Snoop is Slick Rick. Snoop is Slick Rick.
Oh yeah, he's a storyteller. Like I can. He kind of just funny.
I can go with that. He did Dottie. I got you.
All right. Redman is he's a Kool Keith type MC.
Well, if he's Kool Keith, he eclipsed that, because Kool Keith was dumb nice.
Yeah.
Redman has surpassed that.
It's just, you know, when I was 17, 18 in those years, 1987, 88, coming into manhood, those voices just had such a, influence on me, not just as an MC, but just how I saw the world as a man, right? So when you see like they initiated movements that address the political climate of the time. When you look at Fight the Power and, with Do the Right Thing movie and the Malcolm X movie, and you look at Human Education Against Lies, and you X-Clan, their whole match is crazy. The X-Clan movement crazy. Like what these men and women were talking about was really about upliftment of us as a people, right? And everything else after was like an upliftment of self.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why,
But what happened? Why the change? Like it was. I mean, it was
intentional. I think it was intentional.
Yeah. Well, like I like to say, when we say hip hop, right? When we say hip hop, people mean rap music, right? The rapper has been, not generally speaking, always devolves into rap records and who sold more records, who's the illest lyricist.
But the books, urban fiction in those books, because the books came too, and we can't deny that. So books and also the lectures on top of the art, because remember, the art started changing as well. So she's right, that hip hop, but you are correct with your saying.
When people generally have conversation, when people say they talk about hip hop, just general conversation. Yeah, it always goes to the rapper.
It does.
Right. We don't talk about break dancers. We don't talk about graffiti artists. We're not talking about who's the illest on the wheels. We're not talking about who's the illest boxer. Yeah. We're not talking about that. We talk about rap music, right? So rap music as the commercial tool, like how everybody captivated, it becomes who's the best, like, braggadocio rap. I'm this, I'm that, I got this, I got that. How many records I sold? I went diamond, I went platinum, I went this. Like, it got to a point where if you wasn't going platinum your first week, you weren't appreciated as an artist.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the conversation always devolves into, so-and-so sold more records. And it's like,
but
when you talk about the culture, you talk about the cultural impact, the cultural influence of a Public Enemy. Even though they sold a lot of records, it's not really about how many records they sold. That's why we love them so much.
Yeah.
Right. And you said something on the interview. You just said about the rapper. You was like, you could take the rapper and throw it away. So we need more MCs. So like a rapper, you throw a rapper away. Anybody can rap, but we need more MCs. So you need to elevate, you know what I mean, what we're saying in it, and not just keep the same. And LL said that too. I was listening to him on the Breakfast Club with the Roots, and he was saying the same thing you was saying, Hakim, about selling more, because they try to, like, who's the best rapper, they try to press who's, against what. And he was like, it's not about that. You do have to look at the foundation of what somebody is giving to the culture, but they're not looking at that. They're looking at the numbers. They're looking at how many fans I got, how many subscribers I got, how many likes I got, and all that now, when people have done much more than that before, and they're not getting the recognition. So you do have to go back and grab that. LL's done a lot of things, in hip hop, opened up a whole new thing that people wouldn't even talk about, but he don't necessarily get all now, but he doesn't necessarily, put him here. I mean, he talked about that. It was a really good interview, but I just wanted to kind of throw that in there.
And the thing that's, like, people have to realize is, like, there was a time when hip hop was not, right? there was a time when hip hop wasn't allowed in certain spaces. Like I remember coming up, I was born in 69, so coming up in the 70s, you know, you had BLS, you had you know, later Kiss FM or 92 KTU.
Oh, WHBI, remember that?
Oh yeah, WHBI. You had pirate radio, you had underground radio, you had AM stations, right? But in terms of mainstream America, mainstream mass communications, Black people were not present, let alone hip hop, right? When you consider, you know, Michael Jackson was the first, you know, really Black artist embraced by MTV, and that was the biggest commercial platform for music artists. And Michael Jackson was being fronted on up until 85, 86, right? When you think about what a Curtis Blow, the doors that a Curtis Blow, a Houdini opened up so that a Run DMC could have access, a LL Cool J could have access. Like these doors were not open. They had to literally kick the door down. And then you take into consideration Run DMC, Live Aid, millions of people.
Yeah, they took it global.
Right, global. Like now you got the internet, you got like, you can get access to the market like this, and all the mainstream platforms have been playing Black music or hip hop music for the last 25 years. So you don't have a program. Well, we don't know about this style of music, if it's gonna last. We have to, it's a fad. Like we had Run DMC, Houdini, you know, Fat Boys, LL, Kid and Play, Salt and Pepper. They had to deal with that, and they still had an impact. And people don't take that into consideration. It's just like comparing a time when, you know, people are trying to hear you just because it's popular now, as opposed to Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, Def Leppard, Leonard Skinner, and I'm all rock and roll bands that had the American mass media.
That was my junior high school.
Right. You couldn't come in here with the beatbox and folks trying to hear you.
Yeah.
The first you got was Bobby Brown.
No, right.
I'm serious.
Bobby Brown
it was like, Bobby Brown. Right. He did.
Doors in for us to be able to eat and live and have somebody consider it. Hip hop, get that out of here. I ain't playing that stuff.
Yeah, because at the time, BLS and Kiss FM, the two prominent stations in New York City, tri-state area, where all of us probably made our official pause tapes. And people who don't know, you know, making a pause tape, meaning you got the tape, and then, you know, even if you didn't have a real cassette, you could tape over something like your hooked on phonic stuff, and put the little stuff in the top, and then hit record, and then
know about that, right?
You know, you take that one and be like, yeah, I'm learning how to read on your walk.
You had to put the little spitballs in the top,
right in the corners.
Yeah.
That's hip hop, though. That's hip hop. That's hip hop.
Yes.
And then from there, you know, you got official, but the other part I wanted to take from what you were saying was we had real followers. And what that meant was, you know, now you can listen to a song, hit like and subscribe and follow, right? Before, you had to be in a talent show. And to be in a talent show and reveal your talents in front of, because like a lot of people I know,
some type of block party or something,
look,
right?
I know everybody, Essex County and Union County, New Jersey, they went there to boo. You know, you had to be exceptional not to get booed. It was like, you make a mistake, stutter, like, you know, and then to be exceptional, that's how you got a following. So you had to put your talent up there. So anybody that thought they had talent couldn't just say, all right, I'm gonna just walk and do it. Now you don't have to. You can hide behind a facade. You know, you could be tough, you know, because this is one thing I love to say, because I'm glad I grew up in the era I did. I remember this female MC. She does not get the accolades, her flowers. She deserves so many flowers. Her name is Roxanne Shante. People did not realize that when Roxanne Shante went to your city, she called out the best female rappers in your city and said, come to the stage, and she would battle them on site.
She was young,
right there in front of that person's hometown, and would kick everybody ass. And
another person opened up mad doors for us.
Yeah. And then, you know, and it's like, when I seen it, And then people talk about it, like, yo, you know, she did in Plainfield. And then everybody around you came to Plainfield. Then I was like, you know, she did that in Philly. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, she did it in Baltimore too. Like, what? He's like, no, everywhere she goes, she does that. This is like not because it was up here. Up here, we got some spitters.
Nah, Roxanne is a battle rapper.
And then make it so bad when I try to explain that part, and I said, I wish you would try somebody like that. Because what happened is the real spitters is underground now. They went back and hid it. Yeah. Before it was like
not hiding, just, you know, exclusivity. Right?
Okay.
Only the real heads know who the real heads are. You know what I mean?
True. And what happened is when I started looking, I said, wait a minute. I know there's a lot of women that are nice and they got some bars, but I said, I like the female MCs that go in the guy's cipher and says, don't hold no punches, because you say something to me, I'm gonna say something to you and I'm gonna embarrass you. And then if you get embarrassed by a girl, it was just like, okay. So they kind of like, people kind of knew better, like, yo, she ain't the one. And like, I always say this, I like Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill's my favorite. I think the best rap album of all time is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Even though, yes, because people say it's not a rap, and I say, well, tell me what Drake is, because it seems like Drake is doing the same thing she's doing. So if you say Lauryn Hill's not rap, Drake ain't rap either. So
the best rap album of all time,
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I put that. That's hip hop's Thriller. I put that up against anybody. And then look, come on, I've been waiting for you, huh? I've been waiting for you. Yeah, I've been waiting. I let them know I was hyped. I was like, what the hell rap? You know, I ain't even get to the questions yet. The questions I got down.
Let's get to the questions. Let's go.
No, we ain't in there. We here now. We here, Jay. We here. We hip hop. We here now. I couldn't wait. Ask Liam. I said, yo, where he come?
I know.
He come.
He's a little hype, right? He might not have
I'm gonna go with greatest rap album of all time.
I'm all ears. Hold on.
I'm
all ears.
I'm gonna go.
My problem if you don't get this right. Huh? We're gonna have problems.
I'm gonna tell him what he.
We're gonna have a problem, huh? I'm
gonna go Ready to Die. Notorious B.I.G.
Oh
no, that's not even the top 5. Not in the top 5.
You wilding, bro. You're wilding.
Name, I know you back there producing. But Big O was about the school channel.
Oh my God.
Nah.
Ready? Okay,
he thinks that everything he say is the best actor.
First of all, I'm gonna go right here with you, right? I'm gonna go right here, right here. Right. Biggie wrote everything on his album. And it's only him.
That's what we doing.
Oh,
got no collabs. The only collab on the album is him and himself.
Oh. Now watch this.
He told you, Big O. Now what?
Let me throw you a dart. Let me throw a dart at him.
Wow.
So you gonna put Ready to Die over The Adventures of Slick Rick? Yeah. You gonna get your card. Somebody gonna have to come see you, brother.
Yeah. I would have to, and Great Adventures of Slick Rick is one of the greatest rap albums of all time. Look at this Criminal Minded, there's Kicks Nation, Amazing Holders Back.
Oh, Criminal Minded. There's
the Chronic, there's 36 Chambers, there's mad joints. The thing about Ready to Die, though, the thing about Ready to Die, is that when you listen to it and you know who Biggie is now, like we know who he is now, and we know how he died, right? We know how, listen to the album like that. It's prophetic, it's extremely prophetic, and it's really a doorway into a Brooklyn kid at that time. So, and then the production, is off the charts.
The production. I was in college when they came out, man.
Even with that, right? I'm gonna give you one, right? Like real talk. I love Ready to Die, but I think that's his second best album. I think Life After Death is better if you listen to the lyrical content. I'm talking about strictly lyrical. His lyrical content, he went
unbelievable, bro.
What?
Unbelievable. Biggie Smalls is the illest.
Are we really going to do this now? All right, we here. Okay.
He's juggling. Big is just juggling on that.
Watch this one. Watch this one. Story to tell.
Oh, ill. It's crazy. Nah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Then on top, like.
Hold on. Me and my bitch though.
Oh, that's not
Brooklyn's finest.
Oh
man, come on, man.
What we doing now? But
warning. Warning, bro.
Oh,
who the fuck is
I'm just listening to y'all. I feel like
it's in the morning. I can do it. Now I'm yawning.
Notorious.
They said wipe the cold out my
eyes. I think Sky's the Limit is his best song ever. I think he would say that. Sky's the limit. You still hear it right now. You get chill.
Hold on. Give me the loop, bro.
Oh, give me the loop.
Okay, watch this.
Nigga, peel for you find out how blue still feel. From
10 crack commandments.
The money got the
10 crack.
Just watch this. I'm thinking it
9. It's the 10 crack commandments. We could do this.
Don't. And then Juicy, I'm saying Juicy the flow.
But here's the thing though, right? Here's the thing. This is how I got him though, Tanae. Watch how I got him though. He said the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, but he's battling me with another Biggie album.
I'm telling you why.
He said for females. He said the miseducation. Did you say for females? You said that's the best.
No, not just females. No, that's the best all time.
I mean,
the reason why I'm saying that is because I've heard young girls and some young men say it was 2012, 2013 was like, yo, that's all I listened to. It's almost like, somebody talking about, I remember when someone said, yo, the best album of all time is Marvin Gaye Inner City Blues. It was an older gentleman. And I was like, yo, I listened to that and that song was straight, and the album was crazy. But I said, yo, I can name two albums that's better than that. And I think everybody would agree with me. And then, the whole room kind of got silent because the gentleman was like older. So when I said Thriller, and then everybody said, oh, we forgot about that. Yeah. Then
he tried to convince everybody. It's manipulation.
What's the second one? And I was like,
Off the Wall.
No.
Off the Wall to me is the first.
No.
That's my favorite.
What's this?
I was like 5 with that game.
Exodus.
No.
What?
Not to me.
What?
See, at the end of the day, it's all subjective. It's all subjective.
Yes, exactly. Your experience.
Music and art affects people differently.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct. I'm not denying. That's why I wouldn't deny. And like what I said, but I said I think more people will agree with my opinion. So, for instance, you said Ready to Die. I was just showing you. What I was saying was that wasn't even his best album. I would go with Life After Death if you said Biggie's best album. However, I got another album that I think is better than Ready to Die in that era.
But you said Lauryn Hill.
No. That's the best rap ever of all time. But I could give at least 5 better than Ready to Die. I can give you Tupac's best album, which is Me Against the World.
Nah.
His introspective kills that. Yeah.
Perspective. I think it's perspective. I think it's
then I could go to. I'm not even talking about Reasonable Doubt, which
introspective. Hold on. Introspective suicidal thoughts is not introspective.
I'm not denying it. I said
I love y'all.
He had a whole song about how he's seriously contemplating suicide from being in the street. His whole shit, the whole album was introspective in that he's talking about, I'm ready to die. I'm out here doing dirt. It's grime. I gotta eat. I'm hungry. I'm doing stuff that I know I'm gonna regret. My mother don't like me.
I'm leaning to the Hakim side a little bit on this one.
I'm
not even denying it. But
it's like the whole
went 2 years predicting his own death. I was like, well, I know we're not having that conversation. He went 2 years.
I
Forget about a song. He went 2
I definitely don't want to debate about death. That I don't want to.
No.
Yeah, true,
no.
true.
Right.
But
right.
Let's get back to the essence. Now, look.
Okay.
There's a couple of albums I put before Ready to Die, but we just got an opinion. We gonna table that. We gonna come back because that's gonna be one of my questions on the other one.
On the end.
Yeah. I got something for that.
Yeah.
But let's go to origination, yo. Where are you from?
Born in Orange, raised in East Orange.
Oh, Illtown. Okay, all right.
Illtown. They stole my car in East Orange. I'm just gonna let that right out the
You ain't the only
driveway.
one. Jersey Drive, man. Give it up.
So I woke up. This true story. Word up. I woke up. Alarm didn't even go off. Smooth, clean. Took my Passat right out the driveway, man. Found it somewhere down the street. I'm so glad I didn't get gas that night when we came from the club because they ran out of gas. So they just left it. They just bashed my ignition and all that and messed up around. It sure did. I was mad.
Okay, man.
Hey, that's a bad feeling when somebody take your car and you get up and you go outside and it is not there and you like, that is an ill feeling. That's what I call Illtown.
Yeah. Anything that happened to your car is a violation. Like, you take somebody's car, vandalize somebody's car. That's just a break into somebody's car. It's a violation. You just feel like
I was naked outside. That was
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you one of. Well, don't tell nobody though. I'm an upstanding.
Nah, don't tell nobody on.
Look, I'm an upstanding citizen. I used to indulge in the, heavy joyride. But
in the trains running through the red lights, and you about to.
Yeah, we used to do late, joyride. But my first little criminal activity was finding the people who didn't smoke. I try to find people who didn't smoke. Like if I see they don't have an ashtray or stuff, because most people who didn't smoke, they used to put their change in an ashtray. And so I would check because statistically 50% of people don't lock their doors. So I used to just enjoy look.
Statistics on changing ashtrays now.
Nobody ever said I was dumb. They all look like we don't know which way it's gonna turn out, but I hope it's for the good. You know what I mean? I used to just check the joint, like, yeah. Oh, it's clean. All right.
All right. So he's from East Orange. He's from East Orange, New Jersey.
East Orange. What high school you went to? East Orange High?
Well, I went to Bloomfield Tech from freshman to junior year, and I transferred to East Orange High School. Big shout out to East Orange High School Panthers.
Wait a minute.
We got college. I didn't play college. I played high school football for East Orange High School all 4 years though.
Yikes! That was a bad situation. All right.
It actually was.
Look. I used to
play football.
Look, I played against East Orange, and I remember when they was getting they program together for Pop Warner. Them cats was ragged, and within 3 years, because what they did was they cut because East Orange they always have East infighting. Like this, everybody want to be in charge because cat from Essex County, everybody gotta be the leader. But so they stopped the infighting, and then they just made one team and said, "Oh, we coming back to Pop Warner," and that's different, quick.
Well, with the high school, you had Clifford J. Scott, and then East Orange High School, which is the school I went to, right? And Clifford J. Scott was created, I believe, in the 40s or 50s when Black folks started migrating in East Orange. You had to create another high school.
Correct.
So it was racial, right? But then as Black people took over East Orange, it became a class divide between East Orange High School and Clifford J. Scott. But by the time I got to high school, we were all family. We all kind of went to school together. There was a lot of cross section between, one side of East Orange, the other side of East Orange. So, I saw Naughty by Nature actually form right in front of my eyes. I used to dance for them back when they were the new style.
The new style. I didn't even know that they were called that until I had to
I've known those guys since I was like, 6th grade, like early. My mom was actually a crossing guard. I used to cross Vinny and his sister across the street for school.
Yeah, Vinny the sane one. That's all I can say. the normal one.
KG. I met KG at in the 6th grade, and I met Tretch when I became I knew Tretch probably all through high school, but we became cool when I was a senior, and he was a junior, and I saw them form like on stage at my high school, my senior year high school talent show. So seeing the culture form like right in front of my eyes, you know, seeing the success of Naughty by Nature, legendary rap group out of East Orange, New Jersey, Ill Town, stand up.
Yes.
And three great young men become, you know, great in their own individual rights, doing what they do is just a phenomenal thing to see.
Absolutely. I want to talk about, well, wait a minute. Before we go there, yo, you look just like one of the legendary administrators from East Orange. That's my man too, Barute Kafele. So East Orange legend.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah.
I've known him since I was at the middle school. Matter of fact, his nephew Deshaun, big up to Deshaun, was one of my students. That's how I met Principal Kafele. This was like 1990. So another brother, see him watch his success as an educator. You know, it's
going
like
on tours, public speaking,
lecture tours, and he put it down. That's my guy right there.
All
for real.
day.
Salute. You know what it is.
Absolutely.
Of course, Charnay Brown.
Charnay.
That's my sister.
Charnay, you know what I mean? Because watch it,
you gotta fix that. You gotta fix that.
Shout out to Celine.
Dr.
Charnay Brown.
Yeah, get that right. Get it right for myself.
That's my people's right. That's my people's for real. That's my sister. Yeah.
I love it.
He was my brother. No doubt.
Absolutely. And so, like during that time period, right? You saw him form, but I want to know that this one person come back and bless the stage because she was from like two towns, even though Newark claims her. She ain't from Newark. The sister Dana Owens, aka Queen Latifah, going from East Orange.
You know, she got Irvington. East Orange, Irvington, Newark.
Yes.
You know, it's all family. That's just
really East Orange or Irvington. That's what she
right. You know, we how there's the town rivalry between East Orange, of course, with Barringer High School, but Newark in general, and Irvington. You got Hooterville, which is a section of Newark right next to Irvington. You got a lot of rivalry, but actually, we're all the same people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I want to Bellsburg, exactly. We want to build more unity, you know, and you know, because the play on the divide is kind of wizzack, you know, and it's become an obstacle for group collective growth. So we want to, you know, support everybody.
And listen, I'm definitely for that because I really hate where like New York kind of like throw jabs like subtle ways, you know, because Tretch said it like, you know, when they first got on, it was like people was feeling, but they from Jersey. He was like, "What from Jersey?" Boo! Like, you know, it's like Jersey was, you know, go over there and we're gonna get love. It's almost like we gotta get love everywhere else and then say we from Jersey. And then when I looked at it, I was like, we had some beefs too, and like I felt some kind of way because I was like, yo, Naughty, why y'all going down to Trenton messing with YZs? YZ ain't do nothing. And then, you know, the mother cats down there.
Why you pulling the card?
Yeah, like I know what's really in it. Like, yo, dog, why you going down? He don't got no, he don't got that down there. And the other cats down there that's about that, you better knock it off because they got that, and that's why they ain't mess with them. And I'll give Wise and tell you, I give him all the respect because he ain't never try to come off, but you know, they was different. You know,
right? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's there's gangsters everywhere. Ain't nobody more gangster than the next person, or the next town is more gangster than
we
this.
all can die the same, right?
Exactly. And growing up, you know, we getting our teenage years, early 20s, we got this bravado. Everybody want to, you know, I mean, prove they the man, alpha, that whole alpha male thing going on, you know. But you know, when you just look at what all of them have done in their own right, you gotta, you know, you gotta applaud everybody. And that's what we gotta do. You know, just applaud everybody.
What do you
reach one and just come up together. I'm sorry, love. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just saying, what do you think, you know, yourself or just Channel Live, what do you think you guys have added to the culture of hip hop? Like, what did you? I gotta ask him about
the other group up in East Orange. You ain't even let me get to that.
That's right.
Rotten Rascals.
Yeah, that's family. You know, of course, family. But and you know, the whole knowledge element is definitely something we add on. You know, we know there's a conscious rap group, and we try to let our actions. All right, you know, in terms of myself, I'm big on, you know, doing it, not just talking it. Like, be a doer, not a talker. So letting my work, you know, match my art. So it's, you know, when you talk about keep it real, this is who I really am through and through. And just providing that example of realness. Like, realness, not real, gangster and
knowledge
bars,
and all that. And then,
right. Bars and elevation. That's what it's about.
Okay. And a lot of people like, I'm sorry, they like Madism, but to me, one of my favorite songs by you guys is Reprogram. Like, to me, Reprogram was you know what I mean? Just the words alone, but then when you guys made that video, it added a whole different element to it. And what I wanted to bring out is I watched that video, like, even from back in the day, even now, over and over and over. And there's so many little hidden messages in that video that on the newspaper, for example, it says something about, hold on, I wrote it down. I wrote it down. Once your mind is open to see new ideas, it never returns to its original state. Dimension. You don't know how many times I stopped that video and rewinded to try to see what that thing said on that damn newspaper the whole time. But that song right there, like, what was the significance of the dude in the chair? Like, I never been able to figure that out. Like, what was the point of, like, what did he represent?
He was being programmed by the TV. We're being captive, mass communication. We're being programmed. Being tied to the chair. It's funny because MTV wouldn't play the video because of him being tied to the chair. They said it was a form of bondage. At the same time, they're showing Madonna was the video where she got naked. Yeah, she got the leather on with the chains, and I'm like, she's literally talking about bondage. Y'all taking the metaphor and twisting it up. Yeah, so it's like, and that's what I mean again by doors being closed to hip hop.
Correct.
Like that. Just wasn't readily, you couldn't just have access like that, where now a lot has changed because people kicked in doors and made it change.
Yeah, definitely. I actually was, a huge fan of you guys. Because the whole movement of conscious rap, what we were just saying, sometimes like during that time, when you guys came out, you spoke of acclaimed, you spoke of Public Enemy, but I didn't look at you guys in that vein. I looked at you like the more newer version. So I looked at you guys like Brand Nubian, Channel Live, and and when I looked at you guys, I was like, oh, jump, this is the evolution of, like, when you was just saying, that's why I really felt that what you said. You was like, yo, they are a version of them, and I said that's the evolution of X-Clan, it's Channel Live. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked at you guys, Channel Live, I put y'all in the same category. Like
Brother Jay, look, nasty.
Look, no. I'm not saying that he wasn't. Please, I hope that I did not convey that. They all nice, but I saw y'all as the next generation. Like, okay, here come Channel Live, here come Brand Nubian. That's I know who y'all the forefather is, but this is the next one's up. And then Fugees came right there too. So it was like y'all, Fugees, Brand Nubian.
Salam did a bunch of production for the Fugees, and of course he produced 3 joints on the Channel Live album, Alpha and Omega, Homicide Rod, and Homicide Rod, Alpha and Omega, and Lock It Up. So yeah, I definitely see that. But we were highly influenced by Tribe, of course, Tribe Called Quest. Souls of Mischief, Casual.
Souls of Mischief. Oh yeah,
you hear Alpha and Omega, and you hear Station Identification. You hear those types of. That's us really tuning in to Souls of Mischief and the Hieroglyphics movement. Big shout out to them.
Mr. Green, I'm a connoisseur, so I'm gonna ask some questions now. Let's see now. So is it true that some white gentleman from the Midwest who claims from Detroit was spending quite a bit of time in New Jersey and honing his skills in rap with you gentlemen from the Essex County, Union County area? Is that true?
No doubt. I got the munchies, so excuse me.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Eminem spent a lot of time around the Outsiders, Young Z, Rod Digger. Big shout out to Denton. Denton, who was Rod Digger's hype man for like ever and a day, also did some hype work for Bus. Denton, I've known him since he was born. Him and his older brother, Wayne, rest in peace. we came up out of the crib together, man. Like, so,
okay.
You know, the Outsiders is like family, Rod Digger, Z, of course.
Yeah.
But I was out in Brooklyn during this time when M would spend a lot of time in Jersey,
Correct.
hanging out with the Outsiders. And you can hear the influence of the Outsiders and the Newark MC. Big shout out to As Is, rest in peace, Slang Tongue.
Yeah.
Very influential on, you know, that whole, but, you know, M took it to levels that's like beyond, you know, he just took it there. So, you know, it's like you can be influenced by certain folks, but when you just that talented, you kind of put your own stamp on it. And that's what he was able to do with it. And somebody else who, again, when we talk about hip hop and the culture, Shade 45, you know, having a home like that plays real hip hop, you know, big shout out to him and his whole team for opening those doors.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's why I was like, let me ask some questions, because, you know, it's not widely known that, you know, before he got famous, he was really in Jersey, you know, where I like to say real spitters are, because I haven't really heard too many people make it to the mainstream out of New Jersey that wasn't like live like that. There was only one I could look at, but he hid in the group, and that was Prize. That was the only one I was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. He in some legal trouble right now. I want no problems. You know, I heard he telling on people, but you know, hopefully he get it together. He's not representing. Yeah. He ain't representing.
Shout out to Croswell, Wyclef, Lauren. Big shout out to the Fugees, one of the greatest
shout
rappers.
out to them.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
absolutely. And so that's why I was like, you know, I loved, like, when I was in college, and then I hear, like, you know, go to other college, go to Shaw, and be like, yo, them cats over there, they from Jersey. Be like, yo, I'm from Jersey. Yo, what? And we kicking it. He was like, oh, you spit? Nah, dog. You know, like,
I play football.
I'm from Jersey. I know spitters, so I know I can't. You know, like, if I was just around here, I could spit with them. Say some lollipop stuff up there. No, you will be honest.
It was serious in Jersey in the early 90s. Very serious. And it still is, because in the battle rap game, you know, it's like it got a lot of Jersey MCs that got it on lock in the battle rap.
Wait, in fact, Twerk. Let's give it up for the young fella. Look at Sue Surf. He's keeping the culture alive in Jersey. Absolutely.
Hold your head, brother. I wish you well. Sue Surf.
Yeah. Definitely.
The Lord have mercy. The Lord have mercy.
So now, ask a few questions. So you grew up East Orange, played football. Well, you participated. Let's be gonna say that. You participated. Yeah,
I participated
for years. He was consistent. He was loyal.
All 4 years.
All 4 years.
He was loyal. He was a loyal participant.
Absolutely. Because I thought he was gonna say basketball, because I was like, oh, you want to?
Oh no, it would
at Bloomfield Tech. I was like, oh,
it would even been worse.
No. Oh, shout out to Uppsala. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to East.
Shout out to Uppsala.
Oh, Uppsala. Excuse me. Uppsala. Yeah, absolutely. Because people don't know that was the rival to King University. You know what I'm saying? They used to have the most hood campus and the hood players. If you was nice, but you didn't like going to class, you could go to
Uppsala.
Go there for 1 year. All day. So now you go to
hold on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it might be before your time. They used to do 9 to 9 parties at Uppsala.
Oh no, sir. Before my
time, 9 in the morning.
No, sir.
9 tonight till 9 in the morning.
9 to 9. Wow. They do 9 to 9s, boy, like 85, 86.
He was still a young boy at that time. He was still in elementary school.
Sir, that was me pulling on handles of cars, looking for change so I could get something from the local corner store. We weren't even calling them bodegas yet. We was calling them corner stores. So yeah, no. Those 9 to 9s, legendary though. I've heard stories. Absolutely. Them dorms, walls talk. But now, your parents say, you took your ass to Montclair State, where, you know, the late great Sam Mills. That's where he went, got his legendary bones. Most people don't know
also
that.
Went to East Orange High School too.
Oh, didn't know that.
No.
Didn't know he went to East Orange High School. I knew he went to Montclair State. Let me say Sam Mills.
Linebacker.
I don't know who Sam Mills. I'm not
Hall of Fame linebacker.
Yeah, he Hall of Fame. Played for the first. He went to the Saints and was a legendary crew. their legendary crew of linebackers there in New Orleans Saints. He was the middle linebacker, and he was 5'6".
Yeah.
Middle linebacker, 5'6", short.
He was a big bull.
And in the middle, cracking catch.
Yeah.
And he went to Montclair State.
One of the greatest of all time.
All day. They got a statue down here in Charlotte. Because he was a player as well as a coach, and he was a great humanitarian. So he's from East Orange. I didn't know he's from East Orange. I knew he went to Montclair State. All right, there we go.
Oh yeah. A beautiful place. A beautiful place to be.
Beautiful place. So I went to high school down in Willingboro, so it was a bunch of Willingboro cats down there. So that's why I was like, I know what they sent up there. So it's cool.
Well, the other half of Channel Live is from Willingboro.
What? Hold up. Who was that, sir?
Tuppy from
they gotta know me.
Tuppy, what's the name of high school? Twin Hills?
Yeah, Well, hold on.
What's the name of the high school?
The high school is Willingboro High School.
Willingboro High School. Yeah, he went to Twin Hills. He graduated.
Twin Hills is the neighborhood because all
right. He lived in. He was from Twin Hills.
Yeah, I lived in Twin Hills.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so he gotta know. Oh no, hold up, excuse me. They used to call me the general because I used to play ball.
Yeah, but he's older than you, bro. He's older.
Yeah, they knew me too. They knew me too.
He came out 86.
He's trying to get in there.
He came out 86, so he's a little older than you.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, you might not know. I wasn't there. I was still in Union County. I was still in Plainville. Yeah. Because I was lifting so many car door handles, I had to go down there. I was one of them type kids. Go down there with your family down there. But anyway, let's get back to it.
Moving on.
You there? You told us about the story about me and KRS-One. Y'all go to the studio. Y'all make one of the legendary song "Madism" getting spin. So now let's know the tour and then what happened as far as music and endeavors, things like was there a push? Because you said some money. I was like, what? They signed y'all for what?
Yeah, I mean, we caught a nice deal. Big shout out to Matt Robinson, LO7 Self, and Malik Levy, who gets shouted out on the Madism record. Okay. They saw the vision. KRS-One is handling the group, so that's kind of like a plus.
Yeah, stamp.
Right, a stamp, and then them being, I guess, on the West Coast. And I told you the influence of Souls and Mischief and that whole thing. They could understand where we were coming from, where I don't think really New York was ready for what we were bringing. So being signed to a West Coast label, I thought was a plus for us. And then the marketing plan around Madism was kind of a superb, presenting it as an independent record as opposed to a major label record. So it would get embraced by, local DJs, club DJs, mix show DJs. Mix show radio was real big. College radio, it was extremely
college
huge.
Radio.
Correct.
College radio was the Gavin, CM,
RLC, Rutgers Radio, me 90.3, big O.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you had all like the new music seminar was huge. The How Can I Be Downs was huge. Like the Source magazine was huge for us. Like folks who understood the culture were coming from the grassroots level of the culture, still in position to kind of make things go. And but music changes and styles changes, and in between the Capitol deal, we went to EMI. Capitol kind of wiped out their black music department and gave us Tracy Spencer and Portrait to EMI. We recorded an album that never came out, and then we got dropped. And then from there to 2000, we were just wandering in the desert of the music industry, just trying to figure it out.
Got you.
So one of my best friends.
Whoa. Go ahead.
What are you gonna say today? I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, in the middle of all that, did you ever start to lose the love for hip hop? Like, was there ever the period of time when you was like, I don't want to do this, or just not worth it, or this business game is too much?
Well, yes, wholeheartedly. We did. Oh, the thing. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Absolutely. We just really didn't know what we were doing or what direction we should go in. We were recording joints independently, trying to put it out, trying to hit, but nothing was really sticking. And then in 2000, we got signed by Flavor Unit. They had a deal through Warner Brothers.
Got you.
Right, and it was, the album was called Arm a Ghetto.
Yeah,
Arm a Ghetto.
G-A-E-T-T-O. Yes.
Right. So that was 1999, 2000. And we had a single called Wild Out 2K produced by Mike City. Now, what happened was with this project brought together Mike City and Carl Thomas, which I Wish I Never Met Her came through.
Yeah.
So Channel Live was a very powerful link because Carl Thomas is an old friend of ours from like 91, 92, coming up through the ranks, trying to get, I saw his whole struggle. He saw our whole struggle. We got mad records together, demos from like back in the early 90s. So linked him up with Mike City, who's also from Willingboro, graduated from Willingboro High School in 87, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, MZ, Willingboro in the house. And then one of my housemates, who was the third member of Channel Live, Benny Boom, filmmaker Benny Boom.
Yeah.
Benny Boom was it?
So he's on that album Armageddon as an MC, and he directed Wild Out 2K, which is his first video as a director.
Okay, wait a minute. We gotta go right there, because why weren't you on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? So why was that? Hey, yo, Benny, I know what you do. Yo, I could be, Hillary love interest, because you could have been like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, well, see, Benny was a PA. He was a, grip. He was a, assistant, second AD. He was doing various things up under hype. Okay. Paul Hunter, Chris Robinson, Lil X. Now, I used to work for Classic Concept in 1988, 89 as a summer job. During the summer, I was working on X Girl to the Next Girl, Positive K, I Got a Man, Back to the Gorilla Jam, MC Search.
Positive K, I remember.
The Madism video was directed by Jeff Bird.
You DIC. Oh, with all of them. I got you. Yeah, digging up.
Madism video was directed by Jeff Bird, who had me in the video game working for Classic Concept and all the jobs he was doing. So by the time we get to Wild Out 2K, myself and Tuffy both knew how to execute a video. Benny's my man. He's been doing this. He's a film student. He's doing this thing. I want to put my energy in my peoples. I want to put my peoples on. So I went to Sha Kim. I was like, listen, Sha, our video Wild Out 2K, we need my guy to do it. And he put his foot in that John. That was Wild Out 2K. That was his first video as a video director. So we started a company called IBC, Illegal Broadcasters. Tuffy and I hosted Illegal Broadcasters, a talk radio show on the internet, 1997, 1998, 1999. Big shout out to Cynical, Almitra, 88 Hip Hop, Slow Online Network. Right. I was talking groundbreaking trailblazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
97,
that was like
98.
They wasn't doing that a lot.
So we took the name Illegal Broadcasters, started a company, Illegal Broadcasters. Benny's the film part, I'm management, Tuffy's the music part, right? We had a couple artists signed to the joint. When Mike City blew up, Tuffy went west with Mike. I stayed on the East Coast. We really just working with Benny and Carl. Out of the Benny stuff, we got a film company called Gorilla Flicks. Nas Got Yourself. I wrote that video treatment. It's like I was doing stuff, but the rapping had stopped in 2000 after Armageddon, when it didn't really catch for us as artists and myself as an MC. I got depressed. I'm doing things. I'm hustling. I'm selling weed. That is you know what I mean? And I'm in the game as a manager, brokering deals, right? But not really understanding what's going on. And then in 2007, I got back with KRS-One. We did the Stop the Violence movement as a nonprofit. We did this record called Self-Construction. It was a follow-up to Self-Destruction. Nelly, Busta, Talib, Rocket T from Dolly Peoples, Rod Digger, Neo, Styles P. Crazy. Self-Construction. You can do your Googles, hit YouTube. You'll see the whole project.
I want to briefly, because I want you to continue, but that was the part where Nelly and KRS-One got back together because they had their problems. And when I saw you was on it, I was real happy because I was like, I understand both point of views. I was like, yeah, Nelly was like, yo, you doing this? And it's like, yo, this is what's popping. I gotta sell albums. But you had guns on your album cover. And it's like, but he wasn't saying that. He was saying revolution, but y'all niggas is talking about killing other black people. So it was like different concepts. But I said, all right, but continue. Yeah. But I was happy with that, and that's why I was just familiar with that project.
Unity. Yeah, unity, you know what I'm saying? Forget all the beefs, the conflicts, whatever. You know, let's do something that's for the people, for the culture. And that's what that was. And then you know, I started getting back into the studio as an artist. I put out a project called Hip Hop Nation. Check it out, YouTube, Hakim Green, Hip Hop Nation. It was a compilation of Armageddon, some of the Armageddon joints, new material I did with a producer named Scans. Big shout out to Scans. And you know, you know, check that out. That was a solid project. I thought, you know, Hip Hop Nation, the song, the single I did 2 videos for. I thought they were incredible, very artistic.
Yes, and I wanted to ask you about one of the things you did, because I said I listened to it, I heard you with the other gentleman, and I said, who do you think got each other? Because y'all all were legends. Yourself, Shaheem, and Zaza the God. When y'all did the freestyle. Who got that? Look. Who got who? Who got who?
I thought everybody was super dope and came at different angles.
Good answer.
I think we all came like different. It wasn't trying to battle each other. It was like jokers just came in and just spit a hot 16.
Y'all was going at y'all. You was trying to take their head off. I know.
Nah. I just wanted to make sure. I wasn't whack. You know what I mean?
You did.
Nobody was, which was a beautiful thing. I think Zaza spit like he went in.
Yeah. Zaza, I think Zaza might be the one that said, "Oh, they got bigger names." You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was like, you know, I'm trying to take heads off. You know, I'm going in right now.
Look, I was listening. I said, I'm not familiar with him. Cool. I said, I know Shaheem. Shaheem always, you know, I was like, I gotta talk to him too, because I was like, Shaheem got a crazy journey, and I think that, you know, he was talking about
he was teaching.
I didn't know that, but I know he was talking about writing his life story, because he got a crazy, crazy life thing, and we got to really tell that story.
Yeah. But I'm saying in his 16 that he spit, Shaheem was teaching. I was just having fun. Yeah, and Zaza was trying to take heads off.
Facts. And I saw you over there.
Good combination, and make it a good balance.
I was over there balance. Look, I promise you, go watch the video. Don't take, because you know people be like, yo, you be exaggerating. I'm like, no, don't take my word. Go watch the video, and you gonna see Hawk like this. Look, he did like this. He like this. He heard, look, Shaheem went, and it was like, all right, you know, him and Shaheem was like, all right, yeah, let me go. And he just went in, right? And then it was like Zaza go, and he went to the side, and they show it. He went to the side, kind of hit the joint, like, you know, he got the ism. He was like, and then he kind of like looked like, oh, this shit.
You stupid.
Yo, big shout out to Punchline Academy. Big shout out to the Infamous, and big shout out to Shy.
Yeah, I was like, I see it. Funny. That's why I was crazy. Like, I gotta ask him, because I was like, I saw that, because it was like,
hey,
it's real quick.
Hey, I want to switch gears real quick before we get into your thing. I do have a couple of questions about, like, I know you were a teacher. Have you never thought about going back to like college to become a speaker or a teacher? KRS-One did it. I think there's a whole lot of guys that got into it in the hip hop industry that does it. Have you thought about doing that, or have you done that?
Yeah. Well, I've been very much involved in education over the last years. Also, I did some teaching with the Harlem Children's Zone back in 2000. Was that 2005, 6, 7? I worked for the New York City school system for some time, a summer. And then working with KRS, and then with what I'm doing in Newark, New Jersey with 24 hours apiece.
4 hours apiece. Yeah, that's dope, by the way. That's dope.
Yeah, thank you. We developed a workshop series, Build Your Skills Lifeline. and it's just using hip hop to identify transferable skills, and also to impart critical thinking, conflict resolution, and character development tools.
That's dope.
So yeah, so you're just using the culture to, just add another perspective to life for young people. It's bigger than what's going on the block, and you have talents and skills that you can use in other areas to. So yeah, and then 24 Hours a Piece, the concert, that's about really helping to elevate the work of Mayor Ras Barak in this great city of Newark, New Jersey, along with the Office of Violence Prevention and Trauma Recovery and the Brick City Peace Collective, and they do year-round work around anti-violence and gun violence and what have you. So the educational component of Hakim Green, the artist, is still expressed. I'm just not necessarily in the classroom every single day.
Gotcha. I love that. And then in saying that, what about, I know that could be branding, like you're still going. I know you got the ism. Have you ever thought about having like your own like cannabis line?
Yeah, I've talked to a bunch of folks over the years about it.
Yeah.
And the concept behind branding it.
Yeah.
That's the official
Madism.
But you know the cat that's one of the biggest cats in the game is right from Elizabeth, New Jersey. One of the biggest cat, Al Harrington, the basketball player. One of the biggest cats in the game, and as far as
Viola,
medicinal,
Viola.
Right. Yeah, Viola. Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, they right there. That's like a layup. Like, that's just one county over. Like,
Yeah.
Right
well, we shall see. We shall see.
I got you.
I just like that because that's just the evolution of rap to me. Because you got Jadakiss with the coffee, you got Jay-Z with everything, and he got Ace of Spades, and I think that's another way hip hop is just kind of branding out.
Yeah. But listen. So I have to go, but I'm sorry to leave so abruptly. But I know I want to answer one more question.
Oh, I had it like this. All right. So I'm gonna just do it real quick. All right. You say one or the other. All right. Or you can say both or neither. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a layup. All right. KRS-One or Big Daddy Kane?
KRS.
Okay, cool.
What if we in 1988? I would have said Big Daddy Kane.
Okay, look. So I'm gonna do the super speed one. So I'm gonna see if I can catch him. All right, LeBron or Michael Jordan? Got him. We got him.
Don't let him influence you because he always thinks
we got him. Okay. We got him. Right? We say both. Okay, gotcha. All right, here we go. All right, the Giants or the Jets?
Giants.
Okay, the Knicks or the Nets?
Knicks.
Okay, all right, here we go. Queen Latifah or Lauryn Hill?
Queen Latifah.
Okay, all right. Peach cobbler or sweet potato pie?
Peach cobbler.
Apple Jacks. Look, Apple Jacks or Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Apple Jacks.
Okay. Tribe Called Quest or Giggable Planets?
Tribe Called Quest.
All right, that was easy one. I gave you easy ones. Now let's get to the hard ones. All right. Lost Boys or Pro Righteous Teachers?
Ooh. You made me think on that one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He got a brain freeze. It's okay. He got a brain freeze.
I know. I thought an easy one and then a hard one right after.
He said both. He said both.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Okay.
Couple more.
All right. Couple. All
then we
out. Nas or Jay-Z?
Jay-Z.
Okay. Let me go. Okay.
Last one.
All right.
Come on.
All right, let me do this one because this one is confusing for most people. Scarface or Ice Cube? Scarface. All right. So that was
all
it.
Right,
yeah,
all right. Well, Mr. Hakim Green, tell us where we can find you on social media.
At where you Hakim Green, HAKIMGREEN at 24 Hours a Piece, 24 HRSOFPEACE at MADIZM.info. Madism.info.
Nice. So this is Jason A signing off for KROSS BARZ, and that's KROSS BARZ. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere you're on social media platforms. We thank you so much, Mr. Green, for hanging out with us. We love you. Peace.